Hello and welcome to the DataTools Batch Addressing Tool Introduction video. Throughout this video, you will be guided through the steps of navigating your way through the user-friendly interface of the Batch Addressing tool. The Batch Addressing tool has many wonderful and handy features. Just to name a few: easy file import and export, AMAS-approved DPID allocation and barcode creation, produces postal manifest reports and postal manifest summaries, supports more than 40 different database types, address label print, and single address search. Getting started with the batch addressing tool is simple. All you need to do is locate the icon on your desktop or locate DataTools in the Start menu. Upon opening the batch addressing tool, you can see that it has a rather simple interface to follow. No tricky or misleading tabs or buttons to make performing your tasks tedious. What you see is what you get with the batch addressing tool. It is simplistic and produces the results you need fast and efficiently. Under step 1 on the menu, click the Import Data and Process button. This will open the import wizard and get you on your way to importing your data quickly and with ease. The DataTools import wizard supports over 40 different file formats. Today, I'm going to be using a text tab delimited file, and I'm going to leave first row contains field names ticked as the first row in my file contains header records. Now a window will open asking us to nominate the file we wish to import. Once we have selected our file, we click Open to continue. Once we have selected our file, the DataTools import wizard will ask us to match up the imported field names with the workspace field names. This part isn't as tricky as it sounds. In the DataTools import wizard, you will see two columns. In the left-hand column, we have the field names from the imported file, and in the right-hand column, we have the workspace field names. So what we have to do is match these up. So for example, you would match title in the left-hand column with title in the right-hand column, first name with first name, last name with last name, suburb with locality, and so on. If you ever feel lost at this step, if you look at the left-hand column, under each box there is some sample data available which will help you match these fields up correctly. Once we have completed matching up these fields, we press Next to continue. When our files have finished importing, we will get a confirmation window displaying the number of records we have successfully imported into the workspace. Once we have finished importing our data, the DataTools processing wizard will open. As we start making our way through the wizard, we will come to a screen that asks us how many letters we would like to have per tray. To qualify for barcode direct tray pricing, we must have a minimum of 300 letters or 4 kilos of letter weight. This excludes the weight of the tray. For now, I'm just going to leave this at 300 letters per tray. The process wizard will now tell us that it is ready to go through the process of allocating DPIDs, barcode creation, and pre-sorting our records. When processing is complete, we will get a screen pop up telling us how many records DPIDs were successfully added to. This window will also provide a list of the groups of the records which could not be matched and the reasons why DPIDs could not be allocated. We also have the option to print these results. We have successfully finished importing and processing our data. We now have the option to view our data. If we would like to view our data, all we have to do is simply click on the View Data button. Doing this will open up a spreadsheet that contains all of our imported data which you can choose to browse by filtering in a particular way. Such filters include All Records, User Pre-sort Barcoded, User Pre-sort Unbarcoded. This will help to separate the records into barcoded and unbarcoded views so that you may better identify which addresses were not allocated DPIDs. This can be helpful if you would like to go through and manually correct these addresses later on. Now step 2 will help you to print both postal manifest reports and postal manifest summaries. We simply click on the buttons and follow through the wizards. We will be asked to give our job a name and a number. It will then open up our manifest in a window which we can print from. It also has a button which allows us to bring our summary into the Microsoft Word application. The batch addressing tool also creates the manifest summary that goes with the manifest report. And it also creates the AMAS address matching processing summary, which has the product details and PAF details. At the bottom of this summary, it also requires that you sign this declaration of compliance for mail lodgement. When submitting your mail out to Australia Post, you do not need to provide a manifest report unless your mail amount exceeds 2,000 letters. Step 3 allows you to print barcoded labels and export your data. If we would like to print our barcoded labels, we can click on the Print Barcoded Labels button and follow through the wizard. We will be asked which way we would like to filter our labels. We have a few options here which we can choose from, and they are All Records, User Pre-sort Barcoded All, and User Pre-sort Unbarcoded All. We will then be asked to select our desired label type. Upon clicking Next, a preview of our labels will pop up and allow us to print from that window. There is also a button that will allow us to export this file into the Microsoft Word application. The last step in the batch addressing tool is exporting our data. To export our data, we click on the Export Data button. After we have clicked this button, the DataTools export wizard will open. As we are following through the wizard, we will come to a stage where it is asking us to select an export type we would like to use. There are three options which include All Records, which exports all of our records barcoded and unbarcoded, Use a Pre-sort Barcoded All, which will export all of our barcoded records and sort them by plan number, and lastly, Use a Pre-sort Unbarcoded All, which exports all of our unbarcoded records and sorts them by state. Now the export wizard will ask us which file format we would like to export as. For now, I'm going to export as a text tab delimited file. The export wizard is now asking us whether we would like to export all of our fields, and it also gives us the option to add and remove fields as well as rearrange the field order. We will then be asked to nominate a location to save and name our exported data. Once we have done this, our request will be processed and we will then get a notification pop up telling us how many records were successfully exported from our workspace. Another fantastic feature that the batch addressing tool possesses is the ability to run a single address search. To run a single address search, the button is located in the top left-hand corner on the main screen. Click this button to commence your search. After we have clicked this button, the single address search window will appear and allow us to enter information such as address line, locality, state, and postcode. When we click the search button, the single address search will match the address we entered against the path. Our result will be returned under Found Match. Additionally, we can also add the person's name and company name for the address that we have searched. This additional information will also be copied to the clipboard and appear on the label before printing. This presentation has been brought to you by DataTools. For more information, please visit our website www.datatools.com.au or give us a call on 02 9687 4666.